You are Adan Ruiz.
Sir.
Mr. Ruiz, you're charged with two cases. You're charged with burglary of a motor vehicle and tampering with a government document. On the burglary case, you're facing up to a year in jail. Likewise with the tampering, up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir.
On March 20th, 2025, an officer was dispatched to a burglary of a motor vehicle that occurred in the Old Navy parking lot in Harris County, Texas. The officer spoke with two witnesses who viewed the incident. Witness 1 stated the suspect motor vehicle pulled up to the complainant's motor vehicle, and the suspect was wearing a camo hoodie and had gotten out and pulled the door handle of the complainant's motor vehicle, attempting to open it, setting off the alarm at the same time. Witness 1 advised the suspect got back into the car and drove to another area of the parking lot, parked, and waited for the alarm to stop alerting. Witness 1 stated once the alarm stopped making noise, the suspect drove back over to the complainant's motor vehicle, parked, and the suspect in the passenger seat got out and was able to make entry into the complainant's motor vehicle. The complainant advised that she was walking up to her vehicle when she saw a Hispanic male wearing a camo jacket hoodie sitting in the driver's seat of her vehicle. The complainant stated the suspect saw her walking up, jumped out of her vehicle, got into the passenger side of a vehicle waiting with an unreadable paper plate. And the complainant advised she heard a male tell the driver to go, go, go. Another officer advised he was patrolling when a gold Tahoe, which was the description in the vehicle before, driving at a high rate of speed past him. A traffic stop was initiated of that vehicle. The officer was able to send pictures from the witness showing the suspect vehicle leaving the location to other officers who were able to verify the suspect vehicle. After further investigation and search of the vehicle, a camo jacket was found in the rear seat and a flat pointed screwdriver consistent with the tool that would be used to break the lock on the complainant's vehicle store. Defendant 1, Ruiz, is a registered owner of the Tahoe, but the motor vehicle was displaying a counterfeit paper tag that did not come back registered to any person or any vehicle. Defendant 1 was identified by his SPIN number and booking photos. Defendant 2, Cerna, was identified with his SPIN and booking photos.
Who was the one who actually went allegedly into the car? Was that Cerna or was that Ruiz? And is Cerna here?
No, Judge.
Oh yeah, he has 2 felony warrants. On Cerna, bond gets revoked at $10,002.
I am not able to tell which of the suspects was the one allegedly wearing the camo hoodie and the one that physically entered the vehicle from the dim sunlight.
Mr. Ruiz, since 2020, felony evading, theft, felony retaliation, assault of a family member, felony unlawful carrying of a weapon, felony theft, and now tampering and a burglary of a motor.
Quick question for the audience. Would you consider sitting inside someone's car the same as burglary? Because legally, once you break the plane of the vehicle, even just opening the door, that's enough for a criminal charge. No loot required. Intent is everything.
Okay. I want you to understand that I'm going to do everything in my power to protect my community at all costs. I don't care who you are. I don't care what color you are. If you're a small farm animal, I will do everything in my power to protect my community at all costs. You are not to hang around with defendants. I'm going to put a GPS monitor on you and I'm giving you a curfew. I don't want you out in the middle of the night. You're not to use alcohol, illegal drugs, and I'm telling you now, I'm going to test you like crazy. If you find that you're using, it's not going to go well for you. Do you understand?
Sir.
What do you do in life now? You work?
Sir.
Did you graduate from high school?
Sir.
You did?
No, sir. I got my diploma, my GED.
What are you doing now? Are you working?
Yes, sir.
Good. I want to know that you're actually working and that you're going to be a productive citizen. When people have too much time on their hands, they become self-destructive. And you now are headed for a 25-year sentence or an actual death sentence, because people in Houston, they like their guns and they like their cars. And if you muck with the wrong person, they're going to shoot your ass dead. It happens at least once every other month here. We have someone who's dead because of a gunshot because they break into the wrong law. You understand?
Sir.
You are not to go within 500 feet of where this person lives, works. Is it an apartment complex? What is it?
This was at an Old Navy parking lot, Your Honor.
I don't want you going anywhere near there. Is it a park? Is it like a mall? Guys, 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. No drugs, no alcohol, no weapons, no contact with the co-defendant. GPS monitor today with a 500-foot exclusion from where this offense occurred. I will give you a lawyer today.
Sir.
I'm going to do everything in my power to help you straighten up and fly right. And if you force my hand, I only have one place for you. Do you understand?
Sir.
When you hang with dogs, you get fleas.
It's a strip mall, Your Honor.
Okay. Whatever that strip mall is, he's not to go there. And then, so Blaze, if you don't mind sending that to them, please.
Absolutely.
All right, Mr. Reeves.
This man's rap sheet is starting to look like a Walmart receipt. Long, confusing, and somehow getting worse the further you go. At this point, the judge isn't deciding guilt. She's deciding how much patience she has left.
I'm going to have you sign a reset with Victoria. I'll have you meet with Creechall, and then I'm going to have you take a seat in the jury box while we get you a lawyer.
Sir.
Good morning.
Okay.
I'm here today. I'm Joe Greathouse. He's got a pending BVR for a high brass.
Mr. Greathouse, come up. This is the one that you said that he's a truck driver. I had initially taken away his privilege to drive, and then we gave it back, right? And now testing positive for alcohol.
It was a high brass. Judge, I'm gonna just tend to this thing. I have.
People judge.
Should we approach?
Sure.
This is, I had my client, we were notified about the BRAC. I had to go to Quest Diagnostics and take an alcohol test. It shows negative. Now, it is a couple days later,
I mean, really?
but if somebody's drinking, Judge.
Really?
Drinking enough that they're gonna violate on a machine, why would they stop? If you've got such an alcohol problem that you can't stay straight on the machine, why would you stop?
That's, no, I don't believe that for a second. That doesn't fly. The only thing I know is that
Judge,
he didn't do a retest like he's supposed to right afterwards.
can I talk? So what he's telling me is that he was getting in the car to start a shift, that he has to start real early, right? He used mouthwash, right? That's what you're telling me. Hold on.
Really? Hold on. And now it's mouthwash?
Well,
What's next? Abducted by aliens?
Your Honor, I don't think I'm being inconsistent here. He tested negative for alcohol. You tell me he.
3 days later.
Judge, admittedly, I told you that. Admittedly, it was 3 days later. But what I intended to report is, if somebody's got, a bad enough alcohol problem that they can't stay straight on a machine, why would they stop drinking? People that are chemically dependent, they may not be able to, right? What I've told my client, Judge, is that you can't use any alcohol products at all, right? And you understand that, correct? And so you've got some mouthwash now that is the hydrogen peroxide kind, correct?
It's a great house. I'm now again taking away your privilege to drive. And I'm now going to put a scram on your ankle so I know that you're not consuming alcohol at any time. And if I find that you do, I'm well within my right to put you in jail right now, Mr. Greathouse. So be lucky that you're not going to jail right now. But if I find that you test positive, and I don't care if the Queen of England comes down and says, let's have tea and crumpets. You test positive for alcohol again. Do you understand me?
Your Honor,
What are you gonna
the
say?
defendant's
Can I work?
license is,
He's telling me
coming
you
back
can't
as
drive.
ineligible already.
I'm sorry.
Your
The defendant's
license is, it's ineligible as it is.
I'm gonna have to look at that. I'm not in receipt of
They
it.
have access to the Texas Department of Public Safety's driver's license to see whether a license is valid or invalid. They've looked it up and they're saying that your license is not valid at this time. You're not allowed to drive regardless. It's suspended at this time. I mean, I know that you're looking at me like this, but the system is saying it. So don't drive. So what I'm going to do is I'll have you come up here, swear to us that you're not going to drive. After that, you'll get with pretrial for your bond conditions. They're now going to put a monitor on you. This detects alcohol through the perspiration of your skin 24 hours a day. Don't use. You need to be cognizant of everything that you put in your body. Do you know how many, if I had one strand of hair for every time someone told me that they use mouthwash, my hair would look like Mr. Johnson's hair. Really. That's why we advise every single person, as soon as they're given bond conditions, do not use this, do not use that, do not use this. Regardless as it is, your license is now suspended, so you can't drive regardless. So you guys need to figure whatever that is out, and then we'll talk. All right.
Thank you, Jeff.
Let's take a pause. GPS monitor, curfew, drug testing, alcohol ban. This isn't just a bond. It's basically court-ordered, life on easy mode. Do you think these restrictions are fair? Or is this too lenient, considering his history? Drop your verdict in the comments.
You're Ronald Umanzor.
Yes.
You speak English?
Yes.
Sir, you're charged with driving while intoxicated, second offense. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir. Okay.
On March 20th, 2025, an officer observed the defendant's vehicle in the street and observed the defendant talking to prostitutes on the street in or around the 3700 block of Tidwell Road. The officer followed the defendant's vehicle into a nearby motel and they were almost struck head-on by the defendant. A traffic stop was initiated. The officer observed the defendant to be the driver and sole occupant of the vehicle and observed the strong odor of alcohol upon his breath. The defendant refused to answer questions without a lawyer present. The officer observed the strong odor of alcohol upon his breath, slurred speech, and bright glassy eyes. SFSTs were conducted 6 out of 6 on the HDN, and the defendant refused the walk and turn in one leg stand. The defendant refused to provide a breath specimen.
Judge, that's not how I read the offense report. I read that after he almost struck them, they then followed him, and then he came to a complete stop in the roadway, and then they stopped him. So I don't see any traffic violation,
I'm looking at the dim side, Judge.
Okay.
and that's for me, it's a distinction from what was read. So what?
It says, they viewed the defendant, speaking to prostitutes on the street in or around the 700th block of Tidwell Road.
Talking to people.
Officer stated, sorry, Judge.
I-
Yeah, thank you. I'm just reading. Yeah. Officer stated that they followed the defendant's vehicle into a nearby motel and they were almost struck head on by the defendant's vehicle as it exited the motel parking area. The officer then stated that they have activated their emergency lights in the patrol vehicle and got behind the defendant's vehicle.
Did they let him drive a little bit and then pull him over, or was it?
Yeah, he got into my understanding, he got into the roadway, and then he came to a stop, and then they stopped him. So I don't see any traffic violation. I don't see any crime being committed.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, perhaps there were. She's saying that he almost hit them, right? And maybe he went out a little bit more and then sees them, and I don't know.
No, yeah, they're asking you to
Saying that
assume.
hits them, so
Yeah.
at that point they pull him over. I mean, go get the video, go
Sure.
get body cam.
Sure.
You see something different,
Sure.
always. I do think that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with the case, Mr. Umanzor. Can you run his license, please?
Yes. His driver's license is eligible, Your Honor.
I am now placing a restriction on your license, Mr. Manzoor. You are not allowed to drive any vehicle that's not equipped with an ignition interlock on it. I'm also ordering you not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs, and I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're consuming alcohol or illegal drugs, I will revoke your bond, put you in jail. No more PR bonds. Do you understand?
Yes, sir. No, sir, Mr. Almanzor.
Yes, sir.
Likewise, you are not to drive any vehicle unless it has an ignition interlock. I'm sending notice to DPS in Austin so that every single officer in this state knows if you're driving a vehicle that doesn't have a blow and go in it, they're going to arrest you and put you in jail. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
I'm not asking much. All I want my streets to be safe, and I'm going to do everything in my power to protect it. You got a great lawyer here. Listen to Herman. He'll take care of you. Because you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance, but you must stay in touch with him. If he tells me he can't get a hold of you because you're playing games and you've gone AWOL, I will issue a warrant for your arrest. For now, I'll have you go to Victoria, sign a reset. We'll have you get with pre-trial for your bond conditions, and after that, you're free to
I
go.
think you already had the interlock and everything previously. And it's the agency. Okay,
All
great.
right.
Mr. Almanzor?
So I'm here on Mr. Hunter.
Okay.
He had an issue, he bond forfeited, he's back for